some insights about these emerging business changes and how we can embrace these changes. Now, I welcome Kiranji for this session, and I welcome all the participants from plants and units who are attending this session. So I will hand over this session to Kiranji for further delivering his lecture and his insight. Kiranji, namaskar, please.
Privilege for addressing all the senior management from different units of SAIL, and it is very difficult to get them all together. But then you have made this possible, so thank you very much. And also I thank Ashok Aharwalji to introduce me in such a beautiful way with such good words. I'm really grateful. I'm in fact privileged. So coming to the subject which we are going to discuss, before that I also welcome all of you, and I am very grateful that you have taken out your time from your busy schedules and you are participating in this session. And it is my conviction that whatever I'm going to speak, it is going to help you. That is my conviction. But then hopefully that will become true. And please make it true. I request all of you to please make it true. So I request everyone to please listen to me very carefully, word by word, because I feel that if we are clear on certain things, half the battle is won. Unfortunately, we are not so much equipped with certain life principles and life skills. At the outset, I would like to say that this world is governed by principles. This world is governed by principles, and we are all within that domain. So we need to understand certain principles of life. Then we will be able to win this battle very easily. So I'll be dwelling in those principles. Now, in the first instance, fundamentally, we need to understand that we are not living in one world as we normally think. If I ask you how many worlds are there, then obviously we find a lot of answers where we say that there is only one world, the world that we see around. For example, when you are in the steel plant, you see that the plant is there in front of you, and that is the world in which you are living in. But in reality, we are all living in two worlds. One is the external world, the other is the internal world. Now, once again, I repeat that we are actually talking about embracing the change in the
Emerging business scenario.
Yes, emerging business scenario. So I'm saying that there is some business which is going to emerge. So there is something great which is going to happen. Always, whenever there was a crisis, we have always learned and excelled. So that is what is the vision ahead. We are going to do something much bigger. Now, I don't think you have ever thought about this kind of a Zoom video conference call from different locations, doing all this Zoom conference and all that. That is what coronavirus has brought us. There is something which is new, which is emerging from these challenges which come in our life. So this is also a big challenge. So everything is dependent on our thinking, how we think. So the thinking is coming from the internal world. Here I would say that we are governed by principles, and there are different principles for the external world, and the principles in the internal world are different. For example, when I say like poles attract or repel, like poles, whenever you want to answer my questions, you can unmute and you can speak. You can unmute and speak so that you will be heard by everyone. So I'm asking this question: like poles repel or attract?
Repel. Repel.
Externally, it attracts. Like force attracts external in the external world.
Yes, like poles attract repel in the external world and attract in the unlike poles attract in the external world. But now I ask you this question: like poles attract or repel in the internal world? Like poles attract or repel in the internal world?
Like pole attracts in the internal world.
Correct. Whereas like poles repel in the external world. So they are opposites.
Yes.
In the same way, you have to be silent or you have to be active. You have to work hard to get results, or you have to be silent to get results.
Work hard to get results.
You have to work hard to get good results. Now, are you, sir? That's a wrong answer, sir. Sorry, because you should ask me the question, sir. Are you talking about external world or the internal world?
Yes, internal world silent, external world work hard.
Exactly. So, external world you have to work hard.
Yes.
But please do not apply that principle in the internal world, because any amount of effort is antithesis of peace. There will be more stress. So you need to think, yes, but then if you are going to conflict, no. So most of the time, what is fear? Fear is nothing but conflict. Now, when is that conflict? When there are opposites. When there are two, there is conflict. When there is conflict, there is drain of energy. When there is drain of energy, stress is the result. So, if you are going to fight with coronavirus, you are going to be stressed. If you are going to make friends with your coronavirus, you will be much more happier. Now, already some questions will start rising. Now, you say, now you want to make friends with coronavirus. That means you will go into the market and you will invite the coronavirus on your hands, on your nose, on your mouth. Then I am not going to be alive to be a friend of coronavirus. Please, please, please do not apply the wrong principle at the wrong place. I am talking about the internal world. Be friends be friends with coronavirus with the internal world, not with the external world. External world, you have to wash your hands with soap for 20 seconds. You have to maintain social distancing. You have to do all that the government is giving you the guidelines. The WHO is giving the guidelines of what you are supposed to do in the external world. Whereas you go into the internal world, you have to be friends with it, in the sense you have to find out what is it that you are going to teach me. So here I want to add a little bit. We'll go step by step. We will try to understand. Now, when I talk about the external world, we are talking about something which you are seeing outside. But then fear, anxiety, insecurity, or tension, or jealousy, gratitude, love, hatred, compassion, forgiving nature, repentance, all these are internal or external?
Internal beingness.
Yes. Now, if you have to do something in the internal, you can't do anything. In the external world, you can do so many things. Suppose you want to do your project, you want to be successful in the project, you have to physically work hard. Whereas if you want to fight out your fear, please do not fight your fear, allow the fear to come. Because any amount of effort is going to be stressful. For example, there is a thought coming like this. Now you want to oppose, then there is friction. There is a thought coming like this, then you want to oppose, then there is friction. Now suppose you are pulling something and the other is also pulling like this on opposite directions, then there is stress. But on the other hand, if you are going to push and you allow the other hand to move, then there is free movement. Similarly, if you are pulling and it is moving you are not opposing it, but you are moving in the same direction, then there is no stress. So if there is a fear that coronavirus is going to come to me, or what will happen, see, the thoughts are what will happen to me, what will happen to my health, I'll be put in the hospital if I'm or I will be quarantined, I'll be moving away from the family, so I'll be having this breathlessness. So all that is your fear, and you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it. So whatever your thoughts are coming, you are opposing it, saying that I don't want it. What I am trying to tell you here is, if a thought comes, allow it to come. It will come, it will go away. It can't stay for long. But if you fight, you are perpetuating it. It is going to increase. So all the time you are avoiding it, that is your stress. Stress is internal or external? Stress is internal or external?
Internal.
Stress is internal.
Stress is internal, coming from the external activities.
Yeah, stress is internal. It's a thought process, or it is an emotion. It is a feeling, but that is internal. Whereas externally, there is something which is happening. But then I would say that the
No, that is
external,
internal, but it is coming due to external activities.
I would fully not agree with it, and I want to prove that now. It is not coming from external, but the external event is only a trigger for your internal.
Suppose I do not watch TV, I do not hear any news. Fear won't come in me.
But also there is
That means both the worlds are dependent on each other.
Yes, sir, I got your point. Now I'm
They are
answering
not
to
independent.
Yeah, I got your point, sir. I got your point. What I'm trying to say is, if I watch the TV, I might also get a lot of motivation from that particular watching also. There are some people who will be very motivated by that. There will be some people who are totally bogged down. There is somebody else who goes into depression. There is somebody who is crying. There is somebody who is seeing that as an opportunity. So I would say that watching TV is not the cause of your stress. It could be the cause of your motivation also. It is all dependent how you watch it.
I'm trying to say that what you have picked up after watching the TV,
Yeah,
and what has occupied your mind, and where you are getting hypnotized, that
Yeah.
is being putting the pressure and stress in the mind.
yes. That means there is that perception which is important and not the fact.
Yeah.
Stress is not in the fact, but it is in the perception of the fact, the way you look at it. Now suppose, let us say, I call somebody a fool. Now if he doesn't understand English, there is no problem at all. The problem comes when he understands English and he takes it in that way. But let us say a person doesn't understand English and he only understands Hindi. Arey, humko fool bol rahe hain. He is so happy. So my word fool is not the cause. It is the person who is giving the meaning to that particular word. So like that, in the TV, whatever is coming, now how you perceive it is what is more important than what is coming on the TV. So most of the time we have to watch. So the solution is just watching our mind, watching our thoughts, and experiencing the feelings that you get. Sir, I'll give a simple example.
Sir, there are
Now,
two things I would like to say.
Yeah.
To deal with anything, there are two types of activity, internal activity. That is chinta and chintan.
Haji.
If you are in a infinite loop, stuck in an infinite loop, you are going on thinking and not concluding it with your available knowledge inside yourself.
Correct.
So that leads to a chinta.
Correct.
And it will create fears, anxiety, and everything.
Right, sir.
When with your available knowledge, you go on churning it. You have to churn it. Internally, if you remain completely silent,
Right.
you are not going to meet your any desire and visa.
Right, sir.
I am working in an industry, I am running a family, I am working in external world.
Yes, sir.
Then I have some desire, I have some ambitions to fulfill. And to fulfill those, we have to act.
I think we
And
lost
that act,
Pramod ji.
if it is in infinite
His
loop,
audio is not there, but
I
I would
am
like to
incapable, I am
continue.
desiring, it will
I
create
understood.
stress. So what I want to say, to meet this challenge, we have to collect a lot of information, a lot of data. We have to churn it internally. If I am individual in my mind, and if cell as a whole organization, then whole organization has to churn it with the available data to come out with a conclusive action plan. So I think we should differentiate between these two, Chinta and Chintan, and we should focus on Chintan, and we should try to suppress, avoid this Chinta part. Ultimately, we have to meet some objective, be it internally or externally.
I think we
Pratik,
have
I
lost
think,
Mr.
yeah,
Kiran.
yeah, we have lost him. He's coming. He'll come. He said.
As sir was pointing out, I was trying to understand, that thoughts are coming, keep on watching. Don't try to go against the thought. Accumulate your knowledge. Don't get hypnotized, whatever you are watching in the television. Accumulate the knowledge, what the best you can do. Let us do it together, SAIL as a whole. Where we are in office or off the office, whether attendance is going on a roster. I think this is a beautiful opportunity to realign ourselves, reinvent ourselves, as something has resulted in terms of this sort of a beautiful training.
See, the challenging part of this problem, is that we do not have a basic frame, previous experience, previous learning, that how we should act against such type of pandemic or such type of past situation for the whole world.
Correct.
Many of the previous problems where somewhere somebody is having experience. In this case also, many of the pandemic is being correlated, but those are, I think, too much outdated in today's context. Because if within 2 to 3 months, so many people, the whole earth is engulfed, we can say. So whatever learning humanity is having, it is not available, it was not available earlier. So we should also be cautious that we should not anchor ourselves that this one will be right, this one will be wrong. We have to go like this. In this, we have to collect our strength and be ready to launch ourselves in whatever suitable direction time is pushing us. If we anchor ourselves in one position and this is the only right thing, then I think we are not able to sail through this crisis. So we have to listen to everybody, we have to churn, and we have to gather our strength to meet the demand. Coming demand, which is also unknown.
Yes, Pramod ji, you are very true, very correct. But the domain within which you have been speaking is about the external world. That is where I am wanting to make clear that whatever you want to do in the external world, you should all do that. Like, for example, I mentioned how for the external world, you have to be careful with the coronavirus. You have to do all that is required, and that has affected the economy, that has affected the health sector, every sector it has affected. So for that, whatever necessary action has to be taken in the external world has to be taken. But I am not talking about the external world. So let us keep that aside, because that's a totally different topic which we need to discuss on. But our topic for this is about our handling our stress, or how to handle the emerging situations, emerging business scenario, how to enhance that. from the internal aspect. So if we go into the internal world, how do we handle the fear? Now, this is nothing great, but this is something where we have to handle in every situation, whether it is at a home front, whether it is at a personal front, whether it is at a national level, wherever. So coming back to our fear, how do we handle that fear? Now, the
Kiranji,
fear, yeah.
Kiranji, this is Praveen.
Yes, Praveen.
The thing is, who is really worried? I spoke to my colleagues, everyone is jolly good. They are all really enjoying the moment right now.
Okay.
I don't know. I spoke to so many colleagues of mine,
Right.
and I am roaming around the departments. I
Yes.
don't find anybody really worried. They are worried about the performance of the plant.
Yes, sir.
They are really worried whether we are going to get the salaries next month.
Right, sir.
That is their worry. But
Yes,
as such personal level tensions are concerned, I don't think they are really worried.
Yes.
Rather, I spoke to some of my colleagues. They are very happy that their
Yes.
children, after a long time, they are all together
Yes.
and they are enjoying the very great moments of their life. I think
Yes.
nobody has expected.
Yes,
And
sir.
something more, I think you'll be. The thing is that if you roam on the streets, okay, I don't think you will find this kind of environment, this kind of beautiful environment. Hardly find anybody. Even
Yes.
I think you can see the animals. I think even in Bhilai, in the daytime you hardly hear any birds that is making any noise. But nowadays I think we can hear. I think it's really pleasant as far as the outside world in the sense what we were experiencing earlier, that is prior to 1 month, and what we are experiencing now. Actually, of course, the issue is, of course, the plant is facing a difficult time. As far as the personal front, I spoke to many people.
Right.
I'm not saying that I might have spoken to hundreds of people, but I have spoken to my colleagues in the department and my colleagues in the other departments over phone.
Yes.
No one is really worried. Of course, everyone is taking precautions so that they are not getting contaminated with this virus. But as such, the personal tension levels are concerned, I think rather we are little bit making it I think more playing.
Sir, as actually,
okay, I don't know what the situation in Delhi, but as
Yeah.
far as Bhilai is concerned, people are really jolly good.
Yes,
I
sir.
spoke to many people.
Sir, I agree with you, Praveenji. What I am trying to convey is, as you mentioned, that people are very, I mean, they're really happy only for the situation or whatever. There is not much of worry and all that. But you also mentioned one point, that they're not worried about all this, but they're worried about what will be the future, whether we will get salaries or not. I'm not talking about the subject matter of worry, whereas I'm talking about worry per se. So I'm talking about that fear. How do you handle that? Now, whether you are worried about earlier people used to be worried about share in the sense tiger. Now today we are worried about the share market. The subject has changed, but the worry has remained the same. So the universe, suffering is universal, stress is universal. We are trying to understand the stress, not the subject matter. So how do you handle that stress? I'm answering that. For example, you have to just watch. As you said, externally you have to put in effort. Internal, there has to be silence. So external action, internal inaction. What are you supposed to do? When there is fear or when there is stress, do nothing. The whole problem is you're trying to do something, and that is what is the problem. You're trying to do something. No, there are 3 steps. This is what you can take home.
Yeah, what I would like to say, one is trying to do something, not physically or objectively, rather inside the mind.
Yes.
We are creating so many characters, and they all characters are playing and fighting with each other. That is the stress and the fear.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. That's what it is. So what we are supposed to do is, I'm now giving you the take home. All whatever I have spoken is only the grounds and preparation for this take home which I'm going to deliver now. Please pay very close attention. And after I complete, anyone wants to speak, please speak after I complete. This is something very important. Now, whenever there is stress, whenever there is fear is a form of stress. Whenever there is hurt or hatred, there is stress inside. So whenever there is stress, there are 3 steps which you have to do. First, watch. You have to watch whatever is going on in your mind. You can't do anything about it. You can just watch. Now, whatever you want to do for the external, please do. I'm not telling no. You have to wash your hands. Yes, you do wash your hands. Now, for your plant, each one has come from a different field, from a different department. So, you know your job better. We are not talking about that. So, please do that. How to improve? So, there are other trainings for that. This is not the platform. Here, we are talking about the internal world. In the internal world, watch your thoughts. There will be so many thoughts which will be coming. It's a series of thoughts. And what are the thoughts? Now, what will happen to the plant? Will we get our salaries? Now it's coming, there is a depression. Now the market is going to be very bad. So what will happen to my family? So what are you going to do? Nothing. Just watch. Again, I repeat, externally what you are supposed to do, take necessary precautions, please do all that. But internally, just watch your thoughts. As the thoughts come, then you will not want to stay with those thoughts. You want to avoid, don't want to think. You want to go, want to smoke. You want to watch a movie. You want to escape from that situation. Nobody likes suffering. Everybody wants to avoid suffering. Everyone wants to run away from suffering. Stay in that pain. And it is it's going to be very painful. Nobody. And now, I said watch all the thoughts which are flowing, then stay in that pain. It will be painful. Again, when I talk about the internal world, I'm talking about 2 things. One is, in the internal world, thoughts are there, feeling is there. Thought is in your mind, feeling is in your heart. So when these thoughts come, then suddenly you feel heartbeat increasing. So that feeling, you should experience that. It is nothing but a physical pain in your heart. You will feel little frightened. Whenever you are frightened, the heartbeat is increasing. There is pain. There is heaviness in the heart. It's not a good feeling. It's an uneasy feeling. So go through that. Don't fight it. I again repeat, don't fight it, because anything which you are fighting, there will be stress. So allow the thoughts to flow. Stay in that pain, and whatever happens, experience it. This is something which you need to practice. Now I can teach you meditation, like you become aware of your breath, then you keep your chin mudra, the tip of the forefinger and the tip of the thumb touching, gentle touch, all those things I can teach you. But then that is temporary relief. That is only first aid. But what you need to master is the watching, staying, and experiencing. If you do this, you would be an expert in handling your stress. Meaning, slowly your nature will become such that you are not stressed at all. You can take the worst, you can take the bull by the horns, but you will not be at all disturbed. I am sure because of your life experience, you have also become that in many situations. Because everywhere you have faced situations. That's why you have come out strong. So here, if you consciously do it, you become even more stronger. If you know the trick, if you know the art, which I'm giving it to you now, watch, stay, and experience. I request you, you can even make note of it. These are so very important. Watch, stay, and experience. I repeat, watching is watching your thoughts. You will not like it. You want to avoid it, but no, stay with it. Take the pain, drink that suffering, digest that suffering, experience it. You will be free from it. You have to confront it and you will be free from it. Afterwards, any amount of watching TV will not affect you at all. Then you will be able to think better. But if you have fear, it will pull down your energy. And when it pulls down your energy, your thinking is likely to go wrong. And you are more likely to make mistakes in your decisions. Your decisions will be affected or will be biased by your fear. So you will feel that you can't do it. So whatever you think will be your action, will be your word, will be your decision. So decisions with fear will not give you success. You'll say, अरे नहीं होगा यार. So you'll be only नहीं में जाएंगे. So people say, be positive, be positive, be positive. But then when fear is there, how can you be positive? Because fear is the driving force for your thinking process. So you have to handle the foundation. So how do you handle fear? That's what I'm talking now. I'm not telling be positive, because be positive doesn't work in the internal world. Be positive is only for the external world, that this is going to happen, we will achieve it. But for the internal world, never be positive. See the negative side. See your negative side. See your fear. No, somebody says, you have a lot of fear, or I say, I have a lot of fear. Oh, don't be negative, be positive. You don't have fear, you have the courage. No, that is cheating yourself. You have to face the fear and say, yes, I have the fear and I want to watch my fear. I want to stay in that fear. I want to experience that fear so that I end that experience. There is no more experience, or there is no more fear to be feared. And what is fear? Fear is not about the external thing. Fear is about the thought of that particular external thing. It's only a thought which you are afraid of. You are afraid that is going to happen. It's only a thought, it never happened. No, we are afraid that if coronavirus comes, what will happen to me? If a coronavirus comes to me, what will happen to me? So it's only a thought, it never happened to you. Coronavirus has not come to you. You are safe, you are following all that social distancing, you are locked in your quarantined in your house, and you are totally safe. But then fear is still there.
It is nothing but an artificial stimulation going on inside the mind.
Exactly, sir.
And sometimes we say speculation, and we are creating everything along with the output that it will happen.
Exactly.
These all are fake, these are the fake. Nothing happens like that.
Exactly, sir. But at the same time, we can't even avoid doing something in the external world. You have to take care of our precautions.
I am fully agreed that what you are telling, sober, stay and experience, internally and externally do it. Yes. Whatever is supposed to be done the best out of the efforts, let us do. Accumulate the informations, collect the knowledge and do the best. Internally, sober, seeing, that is a watcher, stay and experience. Nothing to do internally. Whatever is to be done as a doer, let us do it externally. And internally, there should be a sober watcher. That's all. Exactly. I think if we are able to discriminate these two worlds, I think we will enjoy everything during this corona pandemic.
Fantastic, Srijanji. You hit the bullseye. Yeah. You have to please, this is another take home. You have to separate internal world and external world. They are two different things. They are not one and the same. They are two different things. Internal world has to be handled separately. External world has to be handled separately. If you have understood this, I think you have got something very strong in this conference. Yeah. I'll repeat. One is, whenever you are in fear, watch, stay and experience. And the second one is, where internal world and external world are two different things. So don't mix up and mess up. Separate it out. Then I would like to tell one more thing before I conclude. Every problem is again another take home. There are 3 take homes for today's session, from today's session. One is, the third one is, every problem has got 2 problems. I repeat, every problem has got 2 problems. One problem is in the internal world, the other problem is in the external world. And both have to be handled. If you handle only one, then it is not complete. You have not solved the problem. If you should handle both. For example, you have to be careful with the coronavirus, so you have to wash your hands, social distancing and all that. But if you just do that much, you have still not been happy because you have not handled your fear. Now, if you have handled the fear and you said, no, I have no fear about the coronavirus, and you start going out and you say nothing is going to happen, and you go do everything, touch everything and be free, and you are likely to pick up a virus, and then maybe it will cost your life. So you have to take care of both. So please understand this, that every problem has got two problems. One is an internal problem, the other is the external problem, and we have to handle both. So I'll just repeat before we end. First is,
sir, I have
anyone...
a question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, like this topic was embracing emerging business scenario. So are we going to hear something about the likely scenarios or any predictions from your end?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, what you are saying is basically, I think, is the level of self-controlling and self-awareness.
Yes, sir.
Part of EQ, is it?
Yes, sir.
So are we going to hear anything about the emerging business scenarios, any research of your end, from your end, or anything like that?
Sir, entire future business scenario is dependent on how we want to make it.
No, it is not really.
How
because,
we want to make it.
No.
How and what we believe in.
Scenario is not controlled by the individual.
According.
It is not like
in
that.
spirituality,
answer that. Kaushik ji,
we say God is Bhakta Paradina.
Yeah.
The Bhakta is dependent on the perception of the Bhakta, how he is thinking. Now we are the creators, sir. So we create the future. So the emerging business scenario is not something which is going to happen on its own. All of us will do it. So if we handle
I would like to address a little bit to Kaushik Saab. I am Anil Nidhi here. That what he is trying to understand business scenario objectively, and what sir is talking about, that we are the creator business subjectively. That he is talking about objective value additions. You are talking about the subjective value additions in the present very challenging scenario because of coronavirus pandemic. That how we can handle our internal world as well as the external world, how to distinguish and discriminate these two, how to de-stress ourselves, and how, even though in this challenging scenario, how we can add and innovate, realign ourselves toward the larger objective of company as a whole, family as a whole, society as a whole, and individual as a whole. That is what I am understanding the real goal of this particular Zoom session.
That's okay. That's very fine. I agree. But only thing is, I feel that the topic has not been fully addressed. That's all.
Yeah, I'm connecting it, sir. I'm connecting it.
Kaushik, Javed here. Kaushik, the details that you would like about the various business scenarios that are being predicted, two aspects to it: how we are tackling it as of now, and how we are preparing to tackle it in the future when the lockdown and all are gradually they recede. Now, there's a lot of other details which are available, and there are lots of studies which are available on how this is going around. There are papers which have been submitted by Deloitte, with BCG, with McKinsey. All these papers are also available. In case you are interested, I could share them with you separately. The reason for today's session was slightly, a little restricted, that how from a perspective of the mind and the challenges that we are facing as far as approaching the workforce, approaching the fear to this pandemic. That was the limited agenda for this session. But maybe if you want that, I can share it with you separately. Is that okay? Does that answer your query?
It is there. Yeah. Thank you for your help, sir.
And just to directly answer your question, my own views about the future is that the business is going to do very, very well. Every challenge in life has always been a success. It again depends on how we handle it, both internally and externally. And according to me, it's going, there is something very beautiful which is going to emerge in the future, and it's going to take off very well, and particularly SAIL will do very well. This is my own personal view on it. And because in my life also I have seen various situations in these 48 years of mine. I have seen various situations, and I have studied that every time there was a challenge, some leader would emerge, something would emerge, and it will all be it's a part of the evolution. And this is not.
May I interrupt for a while?
Yes, sir.
Interrupt for a while?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you expect positive, that is a different issue, but this is totally unprecedented. In your lifetime, in our lifetime, we have never seen such a situation. So you
Yes, sir.
feel that SAIL will do good, it's good mindset, but what is the backup? What is the analysis? What is the basis on which we can say that?
Sir, basis analysis, as Ahmedji rightly said, there are so many articles on that which I think he would be sharing. So at a very external level, those things are there. What I am telling you, my view is coming from two things. One is the spiritual aspect and the study of civilizations. From there I am coming, sir. So I may not be able to throw more light on it in such a short notice. Definitely, if one wants to know, they can always contact me on this. So now to conclude, I would like to just do a short meditation. We can't do a long one, but I can just give you a kind of very short, like we say, what is it called, trailer or something like that. But you can continue doing it at home. I'll teach you something. If you're all okay with it, we can go ahead. Can you please raise your hands? Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so quickly, touch the tip of your forefinger and the tip of your thumb. It should be gentle touch. Both the hands. Now, are you feeling the pulse at the tips? You must be able to feel and sense the pulse. Tuck, 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 tuck. You must be able to feel. How many of you are able to feel? Please raise your hands like this. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Now, keep feeling the pulse, and you place it like this on your thighs. Up, the palm should face the sky, and place it on your thighs. Now keep your backs erect, sit straight, so that the Kundalini flow will be good. And then please close your eyes. I'll tell you when to open your eyes. You can close your eyes. All of you, please close your eyes and keep your face very relaxed. Whatever I have said about the conflict in the mind, the thoughts keep coming. Allow the thoughts to flow. Don't fight with the thoughts. And now bring your focus to your breathing. There is this inhalation and exhalation which is going on. Become aware of your breathing. The cool air going into your nostrils and the warm air coming out of your nostrils. The cool air going in and the warm air coming out. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your forehead. Keep your awareness on the inhalation and the exhalation. Don't try to breathe deeply or anything like that. Let the breathing be normal. Becoming aware of your breathing is a very beautiful experience. It's one of the most profound experiences nature has given us. Allow the thoughts to flow. There may be a positive thought, or there could be a negative thought. If a negative thought comes, like it could be a thought of fear, or you may be hurt with somebody, so that is disturbing you now. As I said, watch, allow the thought to flow, stay with it. Don't avoid it, don't fight with it. Experience that. When you are opposing it, you are fighting with it, and you are creating that stress there. Just allow it to flow. Let go of all your worries. Forget about your work. And the warm air coming out of your nostrils. Enjoy the relaxation. You can gently release the mudra, that is, release your fingers. You can move a little bit, and you can gently open your eyes. Yeah, how many could feel a little bit of relaxation? You can raise your hands just for my feedback. Right, thank you so much. So you please repeat this after, you can do it for almost 20 minutes. Whenever you can sit down relaxed and you can do this, do it for 20 minutes if it is possible for you. And you can try doing this, that is, the tips must touch, both of them, and you can just become aware of your breathing and allow the thoughts to flow. Relax your eyebrows, relax your forehead. Just spend 5-10 minutes whenever you get a chance. Just keep doing it, and as you do it again and again, slowly what will happen is it will get anchored to your brain. So whenever you are very stressed or you are very angry, if you have done sufficiently long times, then the moment you touch both these fingers, you will feel relaxed. So that becomes a nature for you. You will get anchored to that state, that particular mudra. So I want you to repeat this as many times as possible. And then finally, I want to thank Javed ji once again, and all of you, Ashok ji.
Before that,
everybody.
Kiran, can we just sum up? Can I just sum up the session for everyone?
Please, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah. So before we end, I think before we thank Kiranji and the entire team, the learnings from today are basically, in a nutshell, that there are two worlds. One is the internal and the external world that we both need to be aware of. The fact is that stress is in the perception of the fact, not in the fact itself. And how we look at it is important. Third is that we need to observe what goes on in our mind, stay with that feeling, and thereafter, having experienced it, let it pass. So, in other words, also many places we've read that we need to walk towards our fears so that you can process or experience it. And that is what Kiranji has been stressing today, so that the thought does not trouble us anymore. We have experienced that fear and let it go. He also talked to us about that every problem has two problems. One is internal and one is external. And we need to deal with both the internal as well as the external problem. And in the end, we went through a relaxation technique, which made us more aware of our thoughts and experiences, and brought us a certain amount of awareness about ourselves. So I think if that is in a nutshell the session for today, there's lots of takeaways in very small things that we can do to bring positivity in our lives, both in the internal and external world. And on behalf of SAIL, I think all the plants, all the people here today, I can thank. Is there, if Kiranji, can we take questions for 5 minutes? If there people, anybody has any questions? Is Kiranji there?
Yes, please, we can go
If
ahead.
anybody has any questions, I think we can take 2 or 3 questions before we wind up.
In a brief, I would like to say, this is Anuj Nidhi. Javed, again, बहुत namaskar that you have facilitated such a beautiful opportunity to all of us. And I think this is the beautiful emergence and output of this corona crisis, and that Swamiji Kiranji has very nicely deliberated how to perceive the problem in 2 different worlds. One is the silent world, it's the internal, other is the external world where you have to do something. We will carry back to our working place as well as at home as a better individual, more value-added individual, and definitely this sort of session should become a habit of SAIL as a whole, including all officials together, and so that we can deliberate something also in the future and something betterment and towards a goal-oriented direction SAIL as a whole. Thank you, Javed sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kiran sir. Thank you. Million tons of thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Any comments from anybody?
Thank you so much.
We can take 1 or 2 more.
Sir, I had a question.
Yeah,
Mike.
Hulbeji, you want to go? I have a question.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Sir, you were talking about experiencing what happens in the 3rd step. So first you watch, stay in the emotion and experience. So can you just elaborate slightly on that? What do you mean by that?
I said watch, stay, and experience. So what happens is, whenever you get some thoughts, suppose you are hurt with somebody, then there are, without your effort, effortlessly from your hurt, so many thoughts come. How can he say this? What does he think about himself? Then you become, sometimes you feel so low, and you will start judging the other person, you will be condemning yourself. So many thoughts will keep coming. Like that, for fear, the series of thoughts will be different. But whatever thoughts come, immediately you start reacting to it, and you want to do something about it. Or so I'm saying, no, just watch the thoughts which are coming. So, like for example, there are some crises which the coronavirus case, COVID-19 has come in. So that is also creating a lot of thoughts, or watching TV is creating so many thoughts. Just watch the thoughts. There is a story which is going on. Like outside, when you see a movie, you are watching a movie, like that you must watch the inner movie. So whatever happens, without any judgment or without any action, you just watch. Then after some time, you'll have the pain. You'll feel either very angry, or you will be frightened, or you will be hurt, and you may feel jealous. Whatever it is, just stay with it. Now you want to go away from it. You want to avoid that situation. You don't want to think about it. You want to involve in your work. Work is a very good escape that way. So please don't do that. Just stay. That's a very, very beautiful and a very important time. That's the time when you can really face the challenge. You can grow. So just go through that. Whatever happens is what is your experience. Stay with that. Then beautifully that experience will turn into joy after some time. Now I can tell you this, but we can't talk about it. You have to do it and to experience it. Once that happens, you are liberated. Then strangely that fear is gone, or that hurt is gone. Hurt will turn into forgiving. I conducted a program for school children from 6th, 7th and 8th standard students. You know, when I asked them, the principal asked at the end of the program, what did you learn from this program? You know, one small girl, 6th standard student, after 2 days workshop, she said that I learned how to convert anger into love. This is the trick. So that is what it is. In fact, I'm very happy that I've conducted a couple of 2 days workshops called Body, Mind and Heart workshops in the corporate office, in Bhilai Steel Plant, in Durgapur Steel Plant and ISP Burnpur. So I wish to do for more, because I want really to do something for our PSUs, because they are the backbone of our country.
Thank you, Kiranji. I just want to express my views also. In fact, you tried to give us a spiritual insight and how to handle and this difficult situation. It's very, very true that, and I am very much confident based on the previous, although it's an unprecedented scenario, but similar scenarios happens in past also. When 1918 there was a plague. When 1929 there was a mandi, total mandi across the globe. These were also unprecedented scenario at that point of time. Similarly, this is an unprecedented scenario at this point of time. And all such unprecedented scenarios are leading to a next jump and a quantum jump to the growth of the humanity. So personally, I am very much confident that this unprecedented scenario is now going to create a next orbit for the growth of the entire humanity. And in this journey of growth, if we will have some light from some spiritual leader like you, it's a really privilege to all of us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ashokji. Thank you so much.
I think we can end the session today, Kiranji.
Can I go?
Yeah, and thank you so much for every person to have joined. It's been something nice for all of us to share. And I must thank all of the participants who took out time to be here today. And I must thank Jai Ganga Life Coaching Academy, Kiranji in particular, for having agreed to our request to be a part of this session this afternoon. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much. And I also want to thank all of the participants and Kiranji and Richa, who are the whole organizing this session. Thank you very much to all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Timo. Thank you, Shahid. Thank you, Shahid.
Namaste. Namaste to everyone. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.
should we end? I would.
Yes.
Okay, if you give me 2 minutes, I would like to conclude with a prayer and a healing. Amitji,
I think most of the people have left, Kiranji.
left? Okay, right.
Quite a few people have left.
Okay, okay. So we'll end. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Namaste. Namaste to everyone. Namaste to everyone.